NCC Srinagar. My question is for Ms. Aarti. She earlier mentioned that we were driven out of here. I wanted to ask her, who drove you out of here? Was it us? And I have second question. She earlier said, if you are not willing to be citizens of India, you will suffer. You will be killed. I just wanted her to say, I am an Indian. I am an NCC cadet. I am an Indian. If I'm Indian, who will kill me? Terrorist. If I am not Indian, if I say I am not Indian, will terrorists kill me? I just wanted to ask her on this question. What's the answer of this question? Who drove you? If we drove you out of here, I'm sorry for that. But it was in 90s. I don't know. I wasn't born that time. I wasn't born that time. Was I, man? I was born that time. But still, for those deeds, I am sorry if it was Kashmiri.
Thank you for your question. Thank you. I will request Ms. Aarti Tipu to kindly answer the question.
Thank you. Said that who drove us out? JKLF, which is now banned, and imagine it took India almost 40 years to ban JKLF, Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, still headed by Yasin Malik. The Haji group was quite notorious at the time in 89-90. And there were other organizations as well, Allah Tigers, Al Fatah, which sowed the seeds of Islamic radicalization to begin with. I was a 12-year-old kid when we were driven out. There was a letter written on the letterhead of Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, pasted on our door on January 1st, 1990. We were asked to leave. My entire family was asked to leave. That is very specific. I'm giving you specific information. But at least a dozen relatives in the extended family were targeted, were killed. I was a witness to a murder in my own hometown, that is Anantnag, in 89, December 89. We were asked to leave because we were not Muslim. We were asked to leave because we were seen as agents of India. We were asked to leave because we were seen as an impediment in the idea of Nizam-e-Mustafa. We were seen as an obstacle in the idea of Islamic Khalifa. That's what they wanted to establish, and yet they called themselves a secular organization. And the government of India should be embarrassed, should be ashamed that it took them 40 years to ban it. So you are not responsible. But the generation that took up arms in 89-90 against their own brethren, which is Kashmiri Pandits as well as Kashmiri Muslims. I think I'm the only Kashmiri Pandit, displaced Kashmiri Pandit, who stood up in the United States Congress, who spoke for Kashmiri Muslims rather than Kashmiri Pandits. Because I believe that those who took up arms in 89-90, they victimized Kashmiri Muslims the most, apart from, of course, subjecting Kashmiri Hindus to ethnic cleansing and genocide. But imagine that you today, you are perhaps 20-year-old or something, but you don't know who drove us out. That is the kind of matrix, that is the kind of deception, that's the kind of falsehood that has been created with a narrative sponsored by Pakistan, backed by the United States, and backed by various other global powers, including military-industrial complex. And I'll repeat it. Even I have paid a personal cost by speaking the truth in the last 30 years. I have paid a cost personally, professionally, at every level. But I will repeat this, that there are vultures who have made lives, who have made empires on the blood of Kashmiri Hindus as well as Kashmiri Muslims.